Hello, everyone. Um, the comic I chose was Archangel 8. It's by Michael Morrissey, I believe is how it's pronounced. C.P. Smith is the illustrator. Snakebite Cortez is the colorist. And Jeff Deckel did the cover art for this comic. This is it. Um, It's one volume, but it's like 5 issues. All 5 issues, I believe, are in here. I'm pretty sure. It's 125 pages long. AWA Studios is the publisher. It is a graphic novel. Out of the 125 pages, of course, some of those are like splash pages, and author and book information at the end. The first act ends on page 8, and the second act starts on page 9. The reason I could tell the first act is ending is because in the first act, Archangel8 is set out to protect a guy named Delmar. And so like on page 9, he sets out to find this guy, Delmar. He's sent out by the angel Gabriel. The second act starts with a different time frame too. It's like 10 hours later and takes place in the Ozarks. I would say it follows the model. It has a clear setup in the beginning. And there is a middle and an end. The story belongs to Archangel8. Gabriel wants Archangel8 to protect a man named Delmar, which is the whole goal. However, as time goes on, Archangel8 comes across the other Archangel, Michael. Michael insists to Archangel8 that he needs to question Gabriel's motives. Michael kind of tries to pull Archangel8 onto his side about the situation. And I would say that Michael and Archangel8 kind of go back and forth, and Gabriel's not really in this story like a lot, apart from at the beginning and at the very end. Archangel8 is does wind up killing Delmar at the end, which is, I believe, against what Gabriel wanted, but it's what Michael wanted. And not that I think that Archangel8 really cared for Michael or anything. And in the beginning of the story, Archangel8 he believes he's like incapable of his own thoughts. He questions things, but he's a soldier. And so he says, even at the very beginning of the story, that Gabriel is the one who does the thinking and he does the doing. So he is just told what to do and he does it. But by the end of the story, he is thinking for himself. So killing Delmar is kind of proof of that. And you know, that kind of goes to show like a clear character arc. The transitions were a little hard for me at times, but it could be because I wasn't a big comic reader before this. I would recommend this story to anyone who is into angels. Um, I had a difficult time keeping up with this story though. Understanding it was kind of hard for me. And I actually had to read this story 2 times. So I believe it can be hard to follow if you're not reading it very carefully. Um, in the beginning, the first time I read this story, I actually thought that Gabriel wanted to have Archangel 8 kill Delmar because it was that, like I couldn't comprehend it at first or something. It is a good story. It's action packed. There's some cliffhangers. Um and I would recommend it. Like I said, it best if you like things that have to do with angels. If you're not big into like archangels or and originally when I read this, like picked out this comic, I picked it out because I liked things like this. Um but even me liking things like stories like this one was just really hard for me to wrap my head around. It really wasn't quite what I expected. So for me, I was slightly disappointed. Um Also, I have to give credit to the illustrator for this comic because I thought that he did really great, and I think that the pictures really kind of push the story along. Another thing is, fun fact about Michael is that he is actually also a screenwriter. I could not really find any fun facts about the story itself. It's available on Amazon. I read it for free with Kindle Unlimited, so if you have something like that, um, you might be able to also get it for free, but I think it is also published as a paperback or something like that as well. Have a good day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my review.